my supervisor says I'm using the wrong analysis. How do I know which statistics test to use and what will actually fit my research question? So Matthew, how do we know what research statistical tests to use? It's chaos out there, so we'd appreciate some insight.
It certainly is chaos out there because there are hundreds of variations of the statistical tests that we can choose from. So it can be legitimately very hard. My first piece of advice here is I want you to go back to your syllabi and I want you to see or remind yourself what tests did we learn in that context? Why? Because I want you to narrow down the volume of options into something that's a little more tangible and it's a set of tests that you have already learned how to deploy. So we're not spending hours and hours and hours learning new methods. Once we've done that, that kind of narrows our list. That helps. Then I want you to think about your research question itself and what are you really trying to accomplish through your research question? So maybe you are describing the current state of a situation or a group. Then you're going to be using your standard descriptive statistics and percentages and frequencies to help describe that group. Maybe you are comparing two or more groups, and then we're going to be using a t-test variation, an ANOVA variation, maybe some post hoc ANOVA tests, like a two-key post hoc test to help us understand those groups. We might be looking at relationships between variables, and then we're going to pull out our correlation skills and we're going to pick a correlation model. Maybe you're trying to predict what's going to come next. So we might be looking at regression models. And so really thinking about your research question, what is it you're hoping to accomplish? And then how do we pick the right test? Again, one that we've already learned about, one that's already sort of been taught and approved by our institution. How do we pick the right test to answer that question?
So following up from that, Matthew, how do we know what is the appropriate test? Do tests do different things? Tell us more about sort of what are the base ideas that we have to be answering or questions.
Yeah, so different tests do different things, and that's a really important nuance. And unfortunately, I find both in my own graduate instruction and with my clients that we don't do a very good job teaching what the different tests actually do. We teach kind of how to do it and what buttons to click, but that can be a persistent challenge for a lot of us. And so we want to think about things like t-tests, for example. That's a very common test. I see that in a lot of dissertations. A t-test compares the average of two groups. So if I've got a group A and a group B, and I want to see which group maybe outperformed, or if those two groups performed in a statistically different way, then a t-test might be an appropriate choice. And ANOVA is a similar test, but it runs on multiple groups. So instead of two groups, I might have 3, 4, 5 groups. That's going to help me know, is there difference among the groups? And then I'm going to run some post hoc tests to figure out where that difference is. Regression analysis, that helps us to make predictions by kind of taking historical data and sort of drawing a straight line through it so we can figure out where do we go from here. We might, maybe if we have a question about goal setting, for example, or I see a lot of this with my clients who are working in industry and they're trying to predict future profit margins, things like that. Regression might be a great test there. And then you think about correlation, that's the last one I'll kind of throw out here, relationships between two things. So people who had this experience also had this outcome. This experience didn't necessarily cause that outcome. That's an important nuance. You've all heard that phrase, correlation does not equal causation. I feel like every time you say that, a statistician gets their wings or something. There's a metaphor in there somewhere, a catchy phrase, but it's all about relationship, right? So anytime we need to look at relationships, correlation is a great test to look at.
Thanks, Matthew. That's really helpful. The only other bit I'll add is different tests require different types of data as well. So think about your data. Is it a continuous variable? Is it categorical? Because different tests require different data types. You might need a continuous predictor variable and then a categorical grouping variable for a t-test or something like that. But again, if you are feeling lost, feeling uncertain, there are a wealth of resources out there. I know I specifically use, I think it's UCLA's cheat sheet, which is available online, freely accessible. And that's a great way to say, okay, what type of data do I have? What is my question? And where do I go from there?